Everybody's heard about general psychology, but some people might not be so sure about what cognitive and clinical psychology is. The cognitive side is understanding how the brain processes information. On the clinical side, we can work to understand what happens when the brain is disrupted. And we can start to understand how we diagnose different problems, how we treat them, and how we can understand how they will develop over time.
The unique thing about the course is that it captures both the biological aspects of behaviour, but then also the behavioural aspects of behaviour and really captures how one influences the other.
Being able to learn about the actual biology and what the cells are doing and how the physical brain is structured and what is happening between the neurons, that is something which I find really fascinating.
On the course there was a real variety of different people from all different cultures and backgrounds. It added so much to our sessions and we got a lot more from them. The lecturers here are absolutely brilliant. They're experts in their fields. They're really at the front of neuroscience and psychology and kind of where the research is really heading.
I think one of the more unique pieces of research we've got going on is understanding the balance mechanisms inside the brain, and this means putting people in a chair and spinning them round until they're nearly sick. And I think this is a really great example of research that has application in the real world.
It's very important for psychology students to have experience, not just good grades. They want to have both. We have this particular opportunity to spend a whole year out really getting the experience they need to understand what psychologists do, what opportunities there are out there.
Having the experience of going on work placement is absolutely invaluable. I worked in a low secure inpatient psychiatric hospital. Largely my role involved facilitating groups such as mindfulness, CBT for psychosis. The knowledge that you gain from this course in terms of neuroimaging techniques and the practical skills are particularly helpful. You are able to gain the knowledge that you can use in your work placement, you can use for dissertation, and you can even go on to use it in your job.
The fact that the course is accredited by the British Psychological Society allows you two different routes which you can go into, and you're not limited in your options.
Many of our students go on to further education, gaining their masters and PhDs in neuroscience, in clinical psychology, and a range of other psychological areas.